Hey guys, welcome back to layout update number 25, and most importantly, welcome back to Railchief 74 today here on the channel. So, as I mentioned in my previous episode, I did promise you all that there are going to be some really big major surprises for today's episode, and as a matter of fact, the biggest reveal here is in the back of the train room here where I'm pointing as of right now. So we're going to go ahead and cut short with the intro here, and we're going to get on with the big reveal for right now. So as always, sit back, relax, and I hope you guys will enjoy the show today. So since we're going to be starting up layout update number 25 with a bang, I might as well share with you all the most major and important change that was done to the entire layout in the train room here. So if we look all the way in the back where my Erie Lackawannas are parked, we can now see that the second layout in the train room has been risen up a little bit better to give you guys a much better view of the trains running in action, and also to show you all some of the buildings and accessories that I have in the front of the second layout as well. And this was something that I really wanted to accomplish for a while, but I didn't really have that much time and effort to do so. But thankfully, just recently, if you guys have been following me on Instagram and Facebook, you know that a couple of weeks ago I picked up a couple of new table horses from Home Depot. Well, this was part of the main reason why I picked them up in the first place, so I'm very happy with the results here. And now when I shoot a video or do a live stream on YouTube, you guys will get a much better view of both the trains in action, not only just on the main layout, but also the second layout in the back as well. So since we're mostly going to be talking about the upgrades to the second layout here today, I might as well direct your attention to the oil refinery here. Right over here on this side of the layout, this was also an area that I really wanted to get worked on. And earlier before, it was just like a bunch of pink styrofoam with duct tape, fused together, so that way it would hide some of the gaps in the train table here. So I really wanted to make sure that was all covered up. So I went over to Michael's and I bought a couple of sheets of plain old craft foam. I painted them gray and added them to this big area here, which hides all the pink styrofoam underneath. And I also went with my power drill and drilled in a couple of holes over here on this part of the layout. And I also added some of these Limax spotlights here to the scene. Now, unfortunately, due to the rewiring of the spotlights, I can only activate one spotlight at a time. So if we just turn on the switch to the battery box, we only have one spotlight in working order, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with the other spotlight here. And as a bonus, since I'm fiddling around with them anyway, as you can see, these spotlights are very flexible, and I can twist and turn them to any direction that I want to, depending on where I might have the train parked in the yard here. And once we get all these spotlights all hooked up together, it's going to make for a very nice dramatic looking scene at night when we have the train parked. And right over here, I have the Lionel Dwarf signal that's also hooked up. That I also need to work on as well, because for the meantime, I only just have the green light all lit up once power is applied to the track. And then right back over here where the oil tanks are located, I added the Plasticville freight station. And at some point, I would really like to add a little bit of an extension to the platform back here, so that way the station is not disconnected to the main track line of the layout. Now, if we move all the way to the back where the factory is, I know all of you have been wondering what's been going on with the bridge here, and as you can see, all of the pillars here have been painted. The only difference is that the middle one was actually hand painted versus the other two, which have been spray painted. And the only other thing I have to do left is to spray the main part of the bridge here. As you can see, it's still pretty black. I know it's a little hard to tell. I tried to brighten up the room a little bit better so that way you guys can take a better look about what's going on. And I don't think I'll be able to expand the line any further, because if I just move the camera on over here, I don't want the bridge blocking the action of the 153 signal here. So that's the one thing I want to make sure that I avoid. But I'm still brainstorming a couple of newer ideas on what I want to accomplish with the bridge section here. So if you guys are worrying, no need to fear. Don't worry. There's nothing to panic about. There's still a couple of good ideas that I'm still thinking of. So until the next video that I come up with, you guys are just going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out what those other ideas are going to be. Now over in this section here on the front part of the main layout where the signal bridge and the gate man is located, we have the MTH Itad here, and this is the little mechanism that I mostly use for both of these accessories. So when a train passes by the Itad senses the movement of the train and it activates both accessories at the same time. Now, unfortunately, due to some unknown reasons, the Itad has completely burned out, so there's no way of me opening it up and repairing it whatsoever, so there's really nothing that I can do. So I'm either stuck with two options, either to buy a new Itad from either MTH or Lionel, or to just plainly make an insulated track section, so that way I can still have power flowing to both of the accessories here. But if you guys have any suggestions or any ideas in the comment section below, I would really like to hear them. So as always, make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Alright, last but not least, for today's layout update, I want to share with you all some of the buildings that I rearranged in the center of the train layout here. As you can see, I also added a little spooky mansion here, or a little haunted house if you will, because that Halloween's going to be coming up pretty soon. I wanted to decorate the layout just for a little, and I'm not going to go too crazy with the Halloween decorations this time around, but as always, when it comes to the holiday season, I always want to make sure that I'm prepared for any occasion. Alright, well, that about does it for today's layout update. As always, my name is Mike. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell down below for any other projects that I upload. But until next time, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Take care.